Hello and welcome everyone to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be the first of a best of 3 series. Hopefully it's not going to be a full best of 3 series because that is rather rather tiring for me, to be fairly honest. I do apologize for not casting any games recently. I know I've been very inconsistent and I know I've been saying very contradictive stuff here, but you know, I digress. It's obviously something I can change, but um, I'm just that lazy, I guess. And I shouldn't be because I am partnered and uh, I am earning, I guess, somewhat of some money off of this. But yeah. Anyway, this is actually going to be the final series from the AWC that was in December, mid-December. Group A, this is the final series. Altar of Kings apparently just stopped constructing. I guess it's going to be a late Archmage. We are going to go for a Warden for LawLiet. I forgot to introduce the players. In the top left we have Yumiko, the red human player, and we have LawLiet, the yellow Knight of player in the top right, LawLiet in the top left. LawLiet's going to go for a Warden first, and we're going to go for an Archmage for LawLiet, placing down a scout farm just to abuse the lack of early game punch from the Night Elf players. It's another human versus Night Elf, which we have seen quite a bit lately. That's mainly because we have so many Night Elf participants in AWC. So yeah, we are gonna go just the usual Ancient of War start with this mercenary camp. Probably gonna pull in a Shadow Priest. We do have a lot of wisps over here, so it looks like the Shadow Priest might even be pulled. But that peasant, he could possibly be stealing that Shadow Priest himself. There we go. What will we steal? We will steal that Shadow Priest, and this is really going to be pointless for LawLiet as the Troll Berserker is not really up right now. Where's that Archmage? Oh, we're attacking a wisp over here. And we are actually going to have a Tinker first. Is this going to be tower plays coming in from Yumiko? This might actually be that. Wisp has spotted the Tinker, and we are going to place down an Ancient of War, hopefully to try and react to this, I guess. Tinker most likely has his Pocket Factory first ability, and here comes a couple of Wisps trying to get that detonate off on the Tinker, trying to make him waste his mana, but there we go, the Pocket Factory has been placed down. We will see these militia soon turning it back into peasants, and the Ancient of War looks like it's going to be rushed down. I think it will be forced to be cancelled. There we go, cancelled right there. Warden is going to go after that Shadow Priest, and the ticks will be able to kill him. Moonwall might as well be destroyed as well. I think this might actually, yeah, this will be forced to cancel as well. There we go, the Warden trying to save the Moonwalls, actually making me completely wrong there. We do have 3 towers placed down. Do we have lumber mill? Yes, we do. We will have the possibilities of the guard towers being transitioned here soon. We did have a phone being taken down by a Shadow Strike, but these moon walls are now depleted. This is going to be rather hard for LawLiet to actually pull this through. What is his first Ancient of War doing? It is actually going for more units, which is, I guess, pretty smart for LawLiet. There we go with the surround on the Tinker, but I think actually the Warden has also been surrounded as well, but the damage is just a little too fast for the Night Elf player to actually be of any risk. So Yumiko was forced to actually abandon this tower play right here, and it seemed like a very all-in-ish type of move. And generally this all-in-ish type of move would set you back rather deep. So there we go with the Hunted Soul. We are going to get hopefully some Huntresses out very soon. This Ancient of War is actually making its work against that farm. Wisps are continuously just being produced, maybe to fix that lumber problem that Night Elves tend to be having themselves. Level 2 on the Warden. We'll probably have the mercenaries being hired up once again. And the Renegade Wizard, what will he drop? Who knows? Could be an average ring. It could be a diamond in the rust. There we go. It's going to be a pair up to Vitality from for the Warden, so that's 150 health. Now, like I said, that was a very olden-ish type of move. Yumiko is now very behind, and in many ways. Number one, he just does not have as many footmen as humans would usually have at 5 minutes. He is still producing more. Actually, he's actually researching to Finn to try and counteract those archers and possibly troll berserkers. But another one is that he picked Tinker instead of Archmage. Tinker is an alright hero. He is, I wouldn't say as impactful as an Archmage, because the Archmage has Brilliance Aura. He has Water Elementals, which are much more reliable than your usual pocket goblins. Cluster Rockets, yeah, it's an AoE stun, but it's not that great. Mounting is generally better because it actually has some punch in it as well. Goblin Tinker just doesn't really... I'm rather surprised that it was Goblin Tinker first. I would have expected Beastmaster first. I would have expected maybe Panda first, I don't know. Hell, maybe even a Fire Lord. But it was Tinker apparently, and maybe that was a right choice, maybe it was a wrong choice. It obviously looks like it's going to be a wrong choice because Yumiko is so far behind right now. And if he wants to get back, he really needs to expand. But it does not look like that's going to happen. Instead, his opponent's going to expand right over here in the bottom right. Yumiko is actually going to go for a tick. Instead, we might even see a blacksmith being placed down, as we do see Huntresses out for LawLiet. Level 3 Warden, so that it means level 2 Shadow Strike. There we go, the Pocket Factory. But if I was LawLiet, I would just get out of there. Pretty much make that Pocket Factory a waste of mana. And that looks like it. That's exactly what's going to happen. These goblins can't really last that long to start creeping effectively, so this is not really the best positionally placed Pocket Factory. And LawLiet is actually gonna pick off a Shadow Priest once again. I believe that was a Shadow Priest that was ignored by the Warden. The Pocket Factory is actually gonna be taken out by the Huntresses and Warden as well. It is going to be daytime, and the Goblin Tinker is going to be chased down by the Warden. Will the Goblin Tinker fall, or will the Warden be able to pretty much succeed what she usually is? There we go, the level 1 blink as well. Goblin Tinker is going to be taken down by the tick of the Shadow Strike. And GG from Yumiko. Yeah, that's going to be it. Tier 2 is on the way for LawLiet as well. I mean, Yumiko is just one base behind generally. Literally. Yeah. So yeah, that's going to be game 1. It's rather short, and was rather energetic. Either way, I'll see you guys in game 2.